you don't know who this character is, then you're way too young for this video, because it's going to take a lot of lung power to puff on this bad boy, if you know what I mean. Did you catch what I did there? No? Okay, well either way, I'm going to be showing you step by step on how to make this, so hope you enjoy. So the other day I was brainstorming for ideas, and my girl kind of just said, why not do the Powerpuff Girls? And I chose this one specifically just for the color. Blue and yellow is kind of easier to work with, so that's pretty much the only reason. Plus, I'm way too damn lazy to make all three of them, so this is the best you're gonna get. Okay, so if you do decide to try and follow along with this roll, I would advise that you try and roll as thick of a joint as you can. I use 2 papers for this joint because, as you can see, we're gonna be cutting about 1/4 of the way down and using this as the base of the head, which is gonna be the main focal point of this roll. So you're gonna wanna make sure you get a nice sizable little sphere to work with. And then all you gotta do is close it off with a little strip of paper and some glue gun. And if you still have a little twisty bit at the top, you can go ahead and get rid of that as well. And now that we got the general shape of the head, we can jump right into making the body. And just to make sure everything's nice and precise, I'm going to be using this extra thick pencil that I found around my house to make a little mold and use it as a body. Once molded, you can go ahead and fill it right up. Now, considering her body is only half the size of her head, we're not going to be using the whole joint, so we're actually going to be cutting it in half. Once you cut it to size, you can go ahead and make a little hole at the bottom of the head, so you can go ahead and stick the body right into it, and then you can see that if you're following along, you're pretty much left with a mushroom. Now don't worry, it's not going to be like that for long, because we're actually going to head into giving this mushroom some limbs. And then we're pretty much just going to be repeating the exact same process as we did with the body. We're going to fill it up and then cut it down to size. So we're going to be tackling the legs first. And I wanted to roll it as close as I could to the original picture I showed you in the beginning. As you can see right here, she has like this type of karate pose, knee up situation going on. So we're going to keep with that position. And then right before popping in the other leg, you want to make sure to give it a little bend at about a 45-degree angle. Once the legs are in place, we can go ahead and pop in the arms. Now, when it comes to the placement of the arms, you can kind of see they pretty much come out from like the neck, head area. So we're gonna pretty much just stick them right in between that little crevice between the neck and the body, just like so. And now that the arms are in place, you can really start to see everything come together. And one of the main differences between all the different Powerpuff Girls is their hair, which is what we're gonna be doing next. And to make those blonde little ponytails, what I'm going to be doing is making a mold of the glue gun little bottle that I have, and then filling it right up, and then cutting the shape of the ponytails that I actually need. And because she has 2 little ponytails instead of 1, we're going to be slicing it down the middle, sealing them right up, and then cutting out that general shape, as you can see right here. We're really going to want to make sure to capture that little teardrop shape at the end, so let's get to it. Okay, so if you're still trying to follow along and roll this yourself, this part might be a little bit difficult for you. You're simply just going to be wanting to cut a little hole at the bottom of that little pigtail thing, and then a hole at the top of the head. You're going to want to align them and then seal them off with some glue gun and some little strips of paper. You're going to want to make sure you align them perfectly where the 2 holes align, because if not, you're not going to get that good airflow. So make sure you do that. And to stop it from looking like a goddamn spider pig, we're going to be adding some color. Now, the first color we're going to be adding is just milk chocolate. We're actually going to be using this specific color. As you can see here, it looks more like a little skin tone color, so that's what we're going to be using. And as you can see, we pretty much just added it to his face and his arms, and now we're going to head to the next color, which is white, to make those big ass eyes for that big ass head. Then for the hair, we're going to be using these orange papers, which is actually kind of funny because they look a lot more yellow than orange, which helps me, so there you go. And because she has a lot of blue accents, I'm going to speed up the process by just throwing it on there and saving you the time. And then once we're done with that, we can go ahead and start adding all the black accents, like the little stripe on her stomach, her little shoes, and her pupils. Oh, and don't forget that cute little smile. And then all we gotta do is add her white little pants, and I would say we're all done with the color. Oh, and I also forgot to add those little white little shoelace things. I don't really know, those things right there. So yeah, now we are officially done with all the color. How do you think we did? Now that it's pretty much all complete and done, to actually make it functional, we actually have to add a tip. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're just gonna get the tip, wrap it up in a little bit of paper, and then stick it right to the top of the head and call it a day. So once the tip is nice and secure, we are officially done. So what do you guys think? Did you guys roll along with me? And if not, it's all good. I know it's kind of a somewhat intermediate level roll, but yeah, let's get into the glamour shots. I would just like to say thank you guys so much. If you guys stuck around to the end of the video, I really appreciate you guys just liking, subscribing, doing all that good stuff. It really helped me out. I'm trying to get this channel up and going. If you really like the videos, please consider subscribing. Follow me on Twitch, Instagram. Love y'all. Deuces.